In the bustling streets of Jerusalem, a vibrant city filled with the echoes of tradition and spirituality, Jesus walked among the people, sharing profound teachings that transcended time and space. While many are familiar with his parables and miracles, there's a lesser-known aspect of his teachings that holds great significance: his words about lust. Before we dive into this revelation, let's set the stage, exploring the cultural context of Jesus' time. In a society steeped in tradition and guided by religious doctrines, the concept of lust wasn't discussed openly. It remained shrouded in secrecy, a topic that only found whispers in the hidden corners of conversation. To understand Jesus' teachings on lust, we must appreciate the cultural tapestry that surrounded him. In the ancient society of Judea, relationships were governed by strict codes of conduct, and the nuances of desires were seldom explored openly. The Pharisees, the religious elite of the time, were particularly keen on preserving the sanctity of marriage, often condemning any behavior that deviated from the norm. In this backdrop, Jesus emerged as a revolutionary figure, challenging the norms and pushing the boundaries of dialogue. His teachings weren't just about miracles and salvation, but touched every facet of human existence. One such facet was the often unspoken but prevalent issue of lust. Now, picture Jesus on the shores of the Sea of Galilee. A multitude gathered to hear his words. As he spoke about love, forgiveness, and compassion, he seamlessly wove in teachings about the often neglected topic of lust. It was a moment that went unnoticed by many, overshadowed by more apparent miracles and parables. However, hidden within the verses of the Bible are profound insights that address the complexities of human desire. The Gospel of Matthew, in particular, contains a striking passage where Jesus delves into the depths of lust, revealing a perspective that transcends the surface understanding. As the crowd hushed, Jesus uttered words that would echo through the ages. In Matthew 5, verse 27 to 28, he proclaimed, "You have heard that it was said, 'You shall not commit adultery.' But I tell you that anyone who looks at a woman lustfully has already committed adultery with her in his heart." This revelation transcended the conventional understanding of adultery as a mere physical act. Jesus was peeling away the layers, exposing the roots of desire that lurked in the recesses of the human heart. It wasn't just about the external actions, but the internal inclinations that, left unchecked, could lead to moral transgressions. To truly understand the gravity of Jesus' words, we must unravel the layers of this profound message. The focus wasn't solely on the external manifestation of lust, but on the condition of the heart. It wasn't a condemnation of natural human desires, but a call to introspection, a plea to guard the purity of one's intentions. As we navigate the complexities of relationships and desires in our modern world, the essence of Jesus' teaching remains relevant. It challenges us to go beyond the surface, to examine the motives behind our actions and the inclinations of our hearts. It's a call to cultivate a love that transcends the fleeting impulses of the moment. In the historical context, Jesus' teachings on lust were revolutionary. They challenged the prevailing norms that focused on external adherence to rules rather than the internal transformation of the heart. The Pharisees, who were often preoccupied with legalistic interpretations, found themselves confronted by a message that demanded a deeper level of self-awareness. Jesus' emphasis on the heart as the epicenter of morality laid the foundation for a paradigm shift in how people perceived sin and righteousness. It was a radical departure from the outward observance of laws, urging individuals to confront the conditions of their hearts with honesty and humility. As we bridge the gap between the ancient teachings of Jesus and the complexities of our modern lives, the message about lust remains a guiding light. In a world that often celebrates the external and the superficial, Jesus calls us to a higher standard, to examine the intentions behind our actions, to navigate the terrain of desires with wisdom and discernment. Let's not be deceived by the illusion that physical restraint alone is sufficient. Instead, let us heed the timeless wisdom of Jesus, acknowledging that true purity begins in the heart. In a society bombarded by images and messages that commodify desire, the call to guard the heart becomes more relevant than ever. As we reflect on Jesus' teachings about lust, let us remember that his words weren't confined to the cultural norms of his time. They were transcendent, reaching across the centuries to speak directly to the human condition. In a world that often blurs the lines between love and lust, his message serves as a compass, guiding us towards a deeper understanding of ourselves and our relationships. So, the next time you read the familiar passages of the Bible, take a moment to appreciate the layers of wisdom hidden within. Jesus' teachings on lust are not just a relic of the past, but a timeless guide for those navigating the complexities of desire and relationships. If you found this exploration of Jesus' teachings on lust enlightening, be sure to subscribe for more insightful content that delves into the profound messages within the Bible. The journey of understanding and applying these timeless truths is ongoing, and I invite you to join me on this exploration of faith, wisdom, and the hidden gems of Scripture. Remember, the wisdom of the ages is at your fingertips. Subscribe, stay connected, and let's continue this journey together. Until next time, may you find peace and inspiration in the timeless words of Jesus.